Insisting on, welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Hello and welcome to this newsflashy, urgent Doctor Who video, maybe a Torchwood video. I don't know. First of all, happy birthday to the brilliant, enigmatic John Barrowman, MBE. Yes, we mustn't forget the MBE. Still can't believe he's an MBE, but it's awesome. And here's a special message from John himself.
An announcement going to be made on Friday from moi and a company about a show. So, an announcement.
Well, there you go. An announcement on Friday from John Barrowman, MBE, and a company about a TV show. So either he's just going to confirm that he's in the Doctor Who Christmas special. I would plump for that, although I hope beyond hope that he's announcing a brand new season for Torchwood, of course, because he has been hinting about it heavily. You know, he keeps on telling us to go and watch Torchwood on the iPlayer. So who knows what's going on there, but I would plump with the negativity towards Chris Chibnall and Doctor Who right now. I would imagine they're very desperate for some positivity. And John Barrowman officially returning to Doctor Who for a Christmas episode would be amazing. So that's what I think it's going to be, but it could be an announcement of Torchwood coming back. I think we're all desperate for Torchwood to return. This would be brilliant. It is a Doctor Who spin-off, after all said and done. So I suppose there'll be, I don't think Miracle Day had much interconnectivity apart from Captain Jack saying when he faced the enemy of the season, I know someone called the Doctor or something like that, and that was it really. So I don't know how interconnected it can be. I don't know how you can, basically, right, for me, when you've got a show like Doctor Who and you've got a spin-off like Torchwood, and if you're bringing Torchwood back, there has to be interconnectivity. And this is why I've said in tomorrow's Doctor Who Daily, which I've already recorded, it was so dumb for them not to have Russell remain in a Godfather role, set up spin-offs, you know, have the right person running the show, right? But if anything goes wrong, Russell's there to hand. I don't understand it. Because here's the thing. I understand he wanted to move on and be free to make his own dramas and content and have his own platform. I understand that. But being this kind of executive producer who has this Godfather role, who's not hands-on, would take hardly any of his time whatsoever. It's a win-win, and it makes sure that Doctor Who is left in good shape. Because basically, if Russell T Davies stepped down in 2009 as showrunner, but had this Godfather role, he would have reined Stephen Moffat in. We would never have had an episode like Hell Bent, right? And other situations, right? And we wouldn't have this situation now with Chris Chibnall. Because I can assure you, whatever he says publicly, and it's interesting that Moffat or RTD haven't said anything about this reveal. I think they've said something about, they said, oh, the timeline change is all right, pre-Hartnell Doctors is all right. But ultimately, it would never have happened if Russell T Davies had this Godfather role, which I've suggested since Stephen Moffat took over, right? Because I remember Russell joking when he had a phone call from a radio station. I've mentioned it before on this channel. Oh, can we talk to you, Russell, about Doctor Who? And then he goes, well, what's Stephen said now? So unofficially, he pretty much had that Godfather role to a point. But basically, if you keep Russell T Davies watching over the show, developing spin-offs, right? Putting the right people in charge of said spin-offs, he guides and he molds the franchise, and he would have been this Kevin Feige figure. But they didn't do that. So I am excited about this tease of John Barrowman's. I hope, as I say, I really do hope it's an announcement of brand new Torchwood. I guess with the negativity of Doctor Who and Chibnall, it probably will be, they've probably decided in the past few days just to announce Barrowman's involvement on the Christmas Day special, Resurgence of the Daleks, because we know he's there We all watched that marshmallow eating competition, right? We know what's going on. It's no secret anyway. So the confirmation of that wouldn't be that exciting, let's face it. And nobody who doesn't like what Chibnall's doing and doesn't like the timeless child reveal aren't all of a sudden going to say, well, do you know what? I'm not going to boycott it anymore. People are going to do what they're going to do. So we will see what happens. But I think the win-win here, really, and I think this could be bigger positivity for Doctor Who than him, announcing he's in the Christmas special. Because Torchwood coming back is a big thing. Because Torchwood Miracle Day wasn't something that fans liked. That's upset Russell T Davies a great deal. And purposely, he decided not to make the show anymore because we didn't like it. That offended him. Because the BBC had a great deal. I forgot, is it Showtime? It's not Showtime. I forgot what American network had it, but it was a big, lucrative deal. And we messed that up for them. So Russell wasn't very happy with us for not liking it. But at the end of the day, you can only like what you like. It's like there's a lot of top Doctor Who fans that always tell you we shouldn't complain. We shouldn't moan about casting because it's disrespectful on the actors. Not if it's done constructively. If I eat a lemon meringue cake and I don't like it, I should have the right constructively to say, well, I don't like it. The day a paying customer can't say they don't like something, then we're in a lot of trouble. Anyway, what do you think this big announcement from John Barrowman and a certain company is this Friday? Is it something boring with ITV? Is it him officially confirming his Doctor Who Christmas special appearance? Or are we finally going to have confirmed that Torchwood is coming back? I hope for the latter. Like, share and subscribe. Comment down below. And I'll be back as soon as possible with more Doctor Who videos. See you again soon.